The silence around the VMAC is deceptive. While the league looks toward the draft, the Seahawks are quietly orchestrating a masterclass in roster retention and tactical refinement. We are tracking a series of critical developments today, from John Schneider laying out the blueprint for maintaining a championship-caliber core, to key defensive pieces securing their future in the Pacific Northwest, and a new veteran addition to the secondary. If you are as obsessed with the Seahawks path to repeating as I am, join our community by hitting that subscribe button and helping us cross the 1,000 subscriber mark.
General Manager John Schneider pulled back the curtain on how the Seattle Seahawks are navigating the current free agency landscape. It is rare to get this level of candid insight from the front office, especially when a team is coming off the high of a Super Bowl victory. Schneider was very clear about the team's philosophy. Success in this league is not just about bringing in new names. It is about the meticulous adjustment of the roster to ensure that the hunger remains while the talent floor stays high. When you look at the acquisition of Rodney Thomas, it becomes evident that Schneider is looking for specific traits that translate to championship football. This is not about splashing cash on the biggest names available on the open market. It is about identifying value-added contributors who can slide into Mike Macdonald's defensive scheme and execute with precision. Schneider emphasized that the current environment is unique because the expectations for the Seahawks have shifted from being a contender to being the target for everyone else in the NFC. That reality drives every single move they make. He spoke at length about how the front office evaluates potential free agents, looking at how their skill sets complement the existing personnel and whether they possess the mental fortitude required to handle the pressure of playing for a defending champion. The inclusion of Rodney Thomas into the mix is a tactical signal that the team intends to remain aggressive in the defensive backfield. Depth in the secondary is the lifeblood of a modern NFL defense, and Schneider knows that the long road through the postseason requires players who can rotate in and keep the unit fresh. By focusing on smart, strategic additions, the front office is essentially insulating the team against the inevitable attrition of an 18-week season. The approach is holistic, blending salary cap discipline with a clear-eyed view of where the roster needs more speed and versatility. Schneider's ability to find these fits has been the hallmark of his tenure, and this latest cycle of signings suggests he has no intention of slowing down. As we look at the broader landscape of the NFL, it is clear that many teams struggle to keep their identity intact after a title run. The Seahawks, under his guidance, seem to be treating this offseason like a rebuilding phase of their championship window, tearing down the minor inefficiencies while reinforcing the pillars that made them successful in the first place. The fan base should take heart in the fact that the man in charge of the personnel is thinking 3 steps ahead, ensuring that the team remains a nightmare for opposing offensive coordinators. It is a calculated, cold-blooded approach to team building that prioritizes long-term viability over short-term headlines. But that is not the only situation developing right now, as the secondary continues to get a much-needed overhaul.
If you are enjoying this deep dive into the Seahawks offseason moves, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support allows us to keep bringing you this exclusive insider content every single day.
The front office made a significant move to ensure continuity in the special teams unit and the linebacker core by bringing back Chaz Surratt on a 1-year deal. This is the kind of move that might not grab the back-page headlines in the national media, but for those of us who follow the Seahawks on a daily basis, it is a crucial piece of the puzzle. Chaz Surratt proved during the championship run that he is more than just a depth player. He is a versatile asset who understands the nuances of the defensive scheme and provides high-level production in the kicking game. Retaining him is a clear endorsement of his work ethic and his value to the coaching staff. When you look at how the Seahawks have been constructed, the special teams unit has been a quiet engine of their success. Players like Chaz Surratt are the ones who make the crucial tackles on kickoffs and provide the stability that prevents game-changing errors. By locking him in for another year, the Seahawks are maintaining that foundation of reliability. Furthermore, the development of Chaz Surratt within the system has been impressive. He has shown a knack for finding the ball and bringing energy to the field, which is exactly what the coaching staff wants from their rotational linebackers. In a league where depth is tested constantly, having a player who already knows the playbook and the culture is worth its weight in gold. You don't have to worry about the learning curve or the adjustment period that comes with bringing in a free agent. Chaz Surratt is already a known quantity who can step up if an injury occurs. This signing also speaks to the team's desire to keep the locker room culture intact. Chemistry is often an underrated factor in repeating as champions, and bringing back familiar faces is a proven way to sustain that environment. He knows the expectations, he understands the intensity that the team plays with, and he is fully bought into the system. From a salary cap perspective, these are the types of manageable one-year deals that keep the team flexible while ensuring the roster remains competitive from top to bottom. It is a smart, low-risk, high-reward move that keeps a trusted contributor in the fold. As the team continues to refine its defensive identity, having reliable players who can play multiple roles is going to be essential. I expect to see him continuing to excel in his role as a special team standout while pushing for more snaps in the defensive rotation as camp gets underway. It is about building a wall of depth that can withstand the rigors of a full season, and keeping him in the building is a strong step toward that goal. This continuity is going to be a theme for the Seahawks as they look to add more talent to the roster.
The Seahawks are not just focusing on retention, they are also aggressively adding talent to the secondary, with the most recent move being the signing of veteran cornerback Noah Igbinoghene to a one-year contract. After spending the last campaign with the Washington Commanders, Noah Igbinoghene joined Seattle looking to make his mark in a defensive backfield that is known for its physicality and high-level play. This is a fascinating acquisition because of what it says about the team's vision for their secondary depth. The defensive scheme requires cornerbacks who can thrive in man coverage and stay disciplined in zone assignments, and the addition of a 6-year veteran brings a wealth of experience to the room. When we analyze his journey, it is clear that he possesses the athleticism needed to compete at a high level. Now he gets to work with a coaching staff that has a track record of maximizing the potential of defensive backs. The secondary is constantly evolving in today's NFL, and having players who have seen different systems and faced elite receivers is a massive advantage. Noah Igbinoghene brings that perspective with him to the facility. He has been through the fire and understands the demands of an NFL season, which is crucial for a team that has championship aspirations. The move suggests that the Seahawks want to push their younger players while ensuring there is no drop-off in production if they need to call upon a veteran during a game. From a tactical standpoint, he offers the flexibility to play in different spots, which gives the defensive coordinator more options when designing sub-packages for third down situations. That kind of versatility is exactly what the team has been hunting for during this offseason. You can expect him to compete for a spot in the rotation immediately, as the competition in the secondary is going to be intense during training camp. The team is not content to stand pat. They are actively looking for ways to improve every position group, and the cornerback room is no exception. By bringing in a veteran like him, the team is fostering an environment where iron sharpens iron. The younger players will benefit from his experience, and he will have to compete hard to earn his snaps. It is a classic win-win situation for a franchise that prides itself on internal competition. The financial terms of the deal reflect the team's commitment to building a deep roster without compromising their long-term financial health. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, the secondary is shaping up to be one of the most interesting groups to watch. With this latest signing, the team has signaled that they are taking no chances when it comes to defending the pass. The pieces are falling into place, and the depth chart is looking more robust by the day as we gear up for the next chapter of this championship run.
We have covered a lot of ground today, from the strategic vision of John Schneider to the retention of key depth and the addition of veteran experience in the secondary. The Seahawks are certainly not sitting on their hands after a Super Bowl win. They are actively working to build a team that can sustain this level of success. It raises the question, which of these moves do you think will have the biggest impact on the field this year? Do you think the focus on secondary depth is the right call for repeating? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insider updates.